welcome back to my channel. I am finally recording all my bag purchase 2021 video. So very excited. I'm actually so happy to see all my purchase for the year. And I did want to do this sooner, but you know, with everything that's happening, I didn't find the time until just now. So regardless, so exciting. And I actually had to like go through all my videos to remember when I purchased what. And this is quite a bit, to be honest. And I pretty much took off everything from my shelf. So which means I did pretty well recycling, as in selling some of the older bags as well. This almost makes up like half of my collection, I would say, or very close to half of my collection. And hopefully I'll do the same this year. Should be letting go more pieces, but you guys also know, if you follow my channel, you know I'm on a ban completely for 2022. Hoping to focus my luxury purchases on other things like accessories or shoes, or you know, I don't really have a big shoe collection, so I'm trying to expand that. But regardless, let's go through all the bags I purchased in 2021. Super exciting. Let's see if I can try to like go through them in a rough order that I purchased them. And you can obviously go through my channel to find unboxing for each of these items. I've done a preliminary review on quite a few of them as well, comparisons. So yeah, let's get started. So last year, I also promised myself to be on a ban very early on in the year, and that is because right off the bat, I think January, February, I purchased these two bags. So I can't exactly recall. I'm pretty sure the Dior saddle bag, it was my very first purchase of 2021. Such a gorgeous bag, and I love it to death. It's probably one of my most used bag last year for sure, because it is in the grained leather and aged gold hardware, so it's very like carefree. I use it as a top handle bag like this. Mostly I put it in the crock of my arm or just under my shoulders like this. Sorry, I'm not sure how well it's picking up on camera, and I'll definitely try to do better with my focus. I think all it is I just need to hold it closer to the camera but for a bit longer, steady, and it should work. But no scratches. So it's been a whole year of using this bag. Because it is this aged hardware, there's like no scratch, grain leather, so again, nothing that I can tell in terms of wear. It is in the medium size, which I think if I do ever go for another one, it will likely be the medium size again, because it is actually a functional bag. So you can put your phone, you can put all your kind of daily essentials into it. If you go with the mini size or even the nano micro size, it wouldn't be very functional. It would just be more of an accessory. With a small one, I know people can kind of put the phone in the back, have it sticking out, but not sure how I feel about that. I mainly use a back pocket for my mask or for a card or something like that. The flap is a bit tricky, like it does hook onto the C often like this, so you do have to play with it a bit to close it properly. But other than that, I just like it. It's a statement piece. Everyone know what this bag is, and yeah, I used it a ton. I always say I'm hoping to eventually get something in a lighter color, in their nude or beige or white even. They're also beautiful, but again, because of my ban, it'll probably have to happen in the future. So we'll see. This is my very first bag from 2021. Definitely a recommended purchase and one to keep for a long time in my collection. Next one, again, is probably one of my favorite this year as well, is the Chanel 19 bag. And you guys know when I first got it, every video that I was doing was on this bag pretty much. And I still use it a ton till today. It's probably one of my most used Chanel bag at the moment, for sure. And it's in this beautiful dark navy color, marine navy or night. It's like similar to a black, but not a black. So I have a black bag right here. You can do a little color comparison. And yeah, it's one of, everyone will tell you it's probably one of the most practical Chanel bag. It's both, it's got a look and the functionality. However, I would just say the Chanel 19 bag is really not for everybody. Like, some people love it and some people just never get the appeal of it. So it depends on your personal style, it depends on the person. But I love it just because it's so easy to use. I love the mixed metal chain strap. The CC logo is beautiful. The pillow shape, I love the quilt, the giant quilt, and the soft texture, structure of the bag as well. But I think my favorite thing about this bag is the fact that I can use top handle, and that's probably why I do use it very often. Generally speaking, not a lot of my bags have a top handle option, but I find, you know, especially in the winter months, which is a very long winter in Canada, you can easily grab and go and don't worry about having a strap over your thick coat, especially me now with my baby as well. So I think that's one of the reasons why I tend to just reach for it, because of top handle. I feel like I can, like, you know, there are so many different ways you can just carry this bag. It makes it really easy to use, really. And it holds a ton. So for all my designer bag, this is probably one that holds the most for like the standard size. So that's why I just think a lot of people end up getting it and end up using it just because it is, you know, it's a trendy Chanel bag with a trendy CC logo that actually works. So I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people go for it. If you haven't got one yet and still debating whether you need one, I think right now there are actually quite a few people who regretted their decision and are trying to sell their pretty much brand new bag. You could look into that pre-love market for a slightly discounted price. They are going up in price this month, so I will be doing a video once that happens. Okay, so that's my second bag. Again, because I already talk about it so much, you guys can check out my other videos on the Chanel 19. I think that's after when I said, okay, I'm done, no longer buying bags. These two bags are gonna cover me for the whole year. And I did fairly well for a while until this bag. The Jacquemus bag went on heavy discount. So I got this bag for 600 something Canadian, really like very good deal. And for this fairly neutral color, I used it in the summer for maybe 5 times, a handful of times. It is a really nice kind of, at the time I was obsessed and really wanted to get something beige or tan or, you know, in that category, because I look at my collection, it's mostly black or navy or darker color. So at the time I was really keen on getting something in this kind of neutral beigey tone. And this one was like great because it's large and I always loved my mini chiquito. So I was like, okay, let's go for it. And I'm a sucker for a good deal. So that's kind of what happened. It's a nice bag. Oh, something got to the bottom of it, some food. I did bring it out to go on a picnic with my daughter. That's probably what happened. It's not a carefree bag, you guys. I'll have to wipe it later. But basically, it is in this kind of raw leather texture, a bit like a vachetta leather almost. So kind of, I think it'll have a patina over time. You can see where the handle is when the oil touches it. It's a little bit darker than everywhere else, which creates a really nice shine to it as well. So I'm hoping with use it will actually look nicer, but I don't know how you would have that kind of patina all over the bag. So it doesn't look bad or anything. I mean, from far especially, you can't really see any issue or any kind of weird discoloration or anything like that. But I think over time you just have to not care too much about scratches on it or color changing on it. It's quite spacious. It is in their Le Grand, so the largest size. And you can fit quite a bit in there, but again, not a ton. It's not what you imagine to be like a flexible tote bag. It is I remember trying to like put her snacks and everything in there. It still got really tight. So in the end, I don't think it holds as much as I would like. I don't think it holds more than the 19 or, you know, other bags. So it's what it is. Like, oh, sorry, I'm really trying to get rid of that. Okay, it's off now and I have to clean it. Maybe I'll just wipe it down a bit. But you know, would I recommend it? If you can get a discount, then go for it, but don't pay over $1,000 for this bag. Yeah, that's all I would say. Few reasons, because it is top handle, and if you want to try to use it crossbody, it's not super convenient. Yeah, it's just one of those, again, statement piece. You wear it, if people knows it, they know what it is right away. But because Jacquemus do go on frequent discounts, wait for a discount before you get it. I recently, even Essence these days, they're having crazy discount on most of their Jacquemus bags, but this season, all the colors are very bright, and I'm not a bright color person. They're beautiful though, it's just not for me. But you can check it out. Some of the discounts are really, really good. Especially, so the medium size, a lot of people ask me about the medium size, which I didn't end up keeping. I do regret that a little bit, so if that ever comes around in a nice color that I like, I might go for it, but we'll see. Right now, I have this one, the mini one, and the Le Bambino, which I think is more than enough for my Jacquemus collection. So yeah, this one came in and sort of broke the band, but because it was kind of a smaller purchase, I didn't feel so bad about it. But very soon after, this one caught my eye, and that's when I really considered that my band was broken, and I you know, it is what it is, but the mini Jodie bag, it's just so beautiful. What can I say? Their price on these things are also insane. Like they're, I think these now are, they recently went up in price, but something really ridiculous. I was actually able to get it pretty good, under $2,000 after tax and shipping and duty and everything. So I think you know, it was reasonable price. They came in so many different colors, and you guys know I debated it on the colors and everything. But in the end, I feel like, because again, it's one of those statement piece bag, the bright color, because it's so small too. Having a more unique color, it's not so bad. Anyways, I'm very happy with it. I didn't use it a ton in the summer. I used it maybe a couple times, but yeah, with the price increase now and everything, I'll definitely hold on to it for a bit longer. But if I have to let go something among all these bags, this might be one of them, just because I feel like I may be able to get my money back. But we'll see. Like, if I don't end up using it again this summer, then maybe it's probably not meant to be. Because this one is not worth the resell. These two I definitely won't be letting go anytime soon. So, you know, but you guys know how it works, right? If I want to buy more, I have to let go some other ones. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. After this one, I'm pretty sure I got this vintage Herbag, which is beautiful, and I've only used it a few times when I had to carry like a lot of things. Initially, my first rationale or excuse I gave to myself to purchase this bag is to use it as a weekend bag when I take my daughter to my parents. Very quickly, I realized the opening on this bag is very frustrating for me to open and close. It's not like one of my Louis Vuitton duffel bag that I can just like open. I've been using the Speedy 40, which I did an unboxing long time ago, but I can show you that bag. That's the one I've been using as a weekend bag, and it's been wonderful. I bought a Keeple 45, which I sold, and then realizing the 40 it's fine to use as a weekend bag, but the downside of it is it doesn't come with a strap, so I couldn't use it crossbody. Has to be handheld because it's speedy, but it's spacious and super light and very convenient. Versus this, even though it comes with the additional larger size bag, it's just not an easy bag to open and access and put it back. So pretty frustrated about that. I really put an effort to try it out. It's gorgeous color. It's in this very beautiful classic combo. But again, I feel like if I need to let go something next year, this might be one of them as well. I got it for a pretty reasonable price and the condition is fantastic. So it is in the 39. It's not the most popular size for these Herbags, but again, I'm hoping given the condition and the color combination, it should be still quite thought after by some people. And I totally don't mind just keeping it and try to use it. I think it will be a really, really nice work bag for some people. But anyways, if you're interested, you can always reach out. I have a few videos on this, so you guys can check it out as well and let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, it's in really fantastic condition. Come with keys and the lock as well. Okay, so, and then after this bag, I was like, okay, I'm good for a while. It was summertime. I think, oh, that's when I hit my first trimester with my baby. So there was a lot of fatigue. There was a lot of, you know, the first trimester stuff. I didn't have any bad nausea or anything. So there was a good 2-3 months that was pretty under control shopping wise. I didn't buy a lot of crazy stuff. Work was quite busy and I have to juggle with the pregnancy. So there was a good period of time between summer and towards the end of the year that the bag collection was stable-ish. I did try a few things here and there. You guys can probably tell from my crazy unboxing trails, but overall it was it kind of the collection maintained as is. And then I think I bought a whole bunch of bag towards the end of the year at the same time. I think this is maybe one of the first ones because it's been a while since I spent. I looked around for something that's not too expensive, that's not gonna break my bank, and something I want for a long time. I went ahead with a Louis Vuitton basket bag. So initially I bought the big one. You guys can check out my unboxing. And my rationale, which now I don't feel like it makes any sense, is to use it as a baby bag or baby basket. Because I feel like oftentimes you just want to throw like bottles and diapers and stuff inside with an organizer. So I went with the larger size. And then some viewers point out that, are you kidding with using a basket as a diaper bag? You know, that's probably not going to work because you want to be hands-free and stuff. And I'm like, that makes sense. I don't think that's true. So then I looked around and a lot of the bloggers similar to my size and frame suggest the smaller size. And I was like, okay, so I ordered the smaller size. It's a bit cheaper as well. And I'm like, okay, so maybe the small size will satisfy my urges for a while and will still do the trick, I think, for what I need to, for what I need for the summertime. So I just, yeah, end up keeping the small one, hoping to make use of it in the summertime, which I think I will. Yeah, super cute, just a basket. I think I would like it better once I have things in there that adds a little weight. Super light, so I do feel like when I'm going out for a quick like walk or a little picnic with baby, trying to be all positive and thinking of the good days in the summer, this might be quite a nice bag to use for those days. So yeah, and you guys know I got a pair of Oran from my husband, Hermès Oran in the gold color, which matches the bag perfectly in the summer. So to be able to use them together, that's very, very exciting for me. Let me just go get it. I took a picture of them together when I got the bag, and I was like, oh, totally in love with how they look together. I know it's pretty cliche, honestly. Like, I think every Instagrammer at one point were using these two together. But look how beautiful they look together, right? The color is really a perfect match. So beautiful. Anyways, so these will be what gonna keep me going, I guess, during the newborn phase to get through those days, like until the days I can actually make use of these beautiful items in the summer. Canadian summer is really short and generally don't start until like July, so it will be quite some time, but it's still a good reminder that I have these things that I can look forward to. Okay, so after the basket, that's when I went a little crazy because I don't know why. I think this end of the year, I'm like doing shopping. Everyone's doing shopping at the end of the year for Christmas. I just started browsing and started looking around, and also I start to tap into the consignment stores a little bit because actually that's when I wanted to add that calfskin Chanel bag, mini Chanel. I think I posted on my channel as well, and a lot of people said it was great. I couldn't get my hands on one, to be honest. I tried and it just didn't work out. Like those holiday, it's just around the same time as like the Chanel price increases too. My essays are just like not having this, honestly. Like they were just so swamped. And I end up finding a caviar mini on the consignment store, which it's absolutely a great find. It's you can check out my unboxing. I love this bag. I've been using it so much since I got it. It's in the kind of a dark navy color. Not quite the same navy shade as my 19. It's kind of like a gray blue color, which is so beautiful and still so neutral. Like it fits my style perfectly fine. And I used it a ton since I got it. Like this is my everyday go-to bag for a while since I got the bag, since I made the purchase. Easy, convenient. The chain strap right now is extra long and it works really well for me because of my belly. With a coat, it kind of hits at the perfect place for me right now. I also find this one that I purchased, I got really lucky because I've seen so many mini bags and their structure, the way that the side dips in, always look funky on a lot of them. And this one, I love how it's made. It's very symmetrical. And it's just in great, fantastic condition. So I love it and no regret. It was at a perfect, like the reasonable price point as well. So really happy with this purchase. Around the exact same time, I also went ahead and purchased this beautiful vintage lambskin medium classic flap. This I purchased either just before or just after the crazy price increase on these things. I realized that I would never go ahead and buy this in store again, I don't think. So I was like, this is a very beautiful shades of beige with gold hardware that's in pristine condition. I was just like, I'm just gonna go for it for now. And if one day I do happen to purchase one from store, then so be it. I can let go this one. But for now, this will do. I needed something for my kind of lighter color outfit. And I really liked it. So these two bags are actually exact same price if you guys are interested to know, from consignment shops. Let me know what you guys think of that. Is that good or bad? Or these are heavily inflated, obviously. But this is in caviar leather, which is very sought after. This is a fairly new, like much younger than this vintage bag. But the vintage bag is also in very beautiful condition. No issue whatsoever. It is lambskin, so there is wrinkles and things like that all over the bag. But again, in really beautiful state overall. This bag, I used it maybe once to go out to lunch with my husband. And that's it. I actually really like it on darker clothes, even though I know you're not supposed to wear with darker clothes, but it really contrasts the bag and it really makes the bag pop. Given that it's like a vintage, I don't want to wear it too much when I use it. So, and so far it's held okay because I barely used it, but no issues whatsoever. So beautiful. So these two, again, are another two pieces I can see myself just holding on for a very long time. And we are at the last bag of the year. Man, it's actually longer than I thought, this video. My very last piece from 2021 is the beautiful Bottega Veneta cassette bag. So you guys know, like, I have a thing for BV bags. Like, they're just too trendy or something, okay? Like, I think all the bloggers I follow, all the Instagram pictures I follow, they just keep popping up on my feed. So it really does something to your brain when you see those bags frequently appearing on your, like, Instagram pages. So this bag I've actually wanted for a very long time. Since it came out, I wanted it. But Bottega bags, I can just never justify the price point. And I even went ahead and bought 2 from Essence because they were both on sale. And after some debate, I ended up keeping the black bag. I just feel like lately I bought a lot of off black bags and I need a true black bag. So yeah, it's I used it quite a bit actually since I received it, and it's holding up really well. No issues. I have weird stuff in there. Yeah, it's a really luxurious puffy leather, lambskin leather. I've actually had tiny bit of scratches, but every time I buff it a little bit, it kind of goes away. So I honestly think it's not as fragile as some of you might think. Like, I kind of just see a tiny scratch here, and when you rub it a little bit, it kind of goes away. A lot of people, like, I did do a lot of review watching and stuff before I decided to make the purchase, and most people who owns the bag have really good things to say about the bag. And personally too, I think it's understated. If you don't know the brand, then you wouldn't know. But if you do, then you would know. And it's really light to use, which I really like. The chain version, which is somewhat similar to the 19 bag, I think over time the big heavy chain is gonna wear off. So the trend, I mean. So I decided to go with the classic version. I do think with Bottega bags, the one thing that it does bother me is there's dupes everywhere. Like, honestly, you can just spend $100 and buy a fairly similar looking bag. But, you know, I decided to bite the bullet on these ones, and I love them. I love my Bottega Cloud bag, like the pouch bag. It's one of my favorite bags, and I actually still use it a ton. So I feel like I do like their aesthetics, and in the long run, it will be worthwhile. I'm hoping I'm not wrong. Regardless, this big splurge definitely put me back on the Ben Island for a while. After this bag, I've committed to not spend any more on bags in 2022. So let's see if I can keep that promise. I think I can. I really, really do this time. I feel like I have gone through all my wish list, all the temptations. So I'm hoping it will stick this time. Okay, that was fairly long, a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it was so fun to go through all my bag purchases with you from 2021. Let me know which one's your favorite, and if you want more details or if you have questions with any of these bags, please comment down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Have a nice day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.